Good morning, student. As you all are newcomer in this course of extension education. Actually, your course is the veterinary and animal husbandry extension education. And first, I want that you all must know about what is this course, what is the importance of this course in your career. Basically, because you are in veterinary and animal husbandry field, you will be the expert of this field. So whenever you will approach to any beneficiary or any farmers, you have to do one thing, and I think only one thing, that you have to change their behavioral aspect. Okay, anybody, for example, if any person is not adopting any technology, and you know that this is very beneficial technology, okay, so you have to make them adopt this technology. So using of they don't know about this technology at one point of time, but after your suggestion, after your intervention, they have to be, if they adopt that technology and benefit it, means you will be succeed. Okay, so this is the subject is important, because after in this subject you will learn how you have to be change the behavioral aspect of any person, any beneficiary, any farmer. Okay, so let's begin. Actually, this is the second unit. This is extension education development, and in today's topic we will cover the extension education concept, level, objectives, and dimensions of extension education, then philosophy and function of extension education. So basically, what is extension? Actually, it is a very general term, and mostly the students, any person get confused with what the extension. Extension means it is the expansion. Okay, and when we think about it is expansion, there must be a boundary which should be the natural or formal boundary beyond which there is extension occurring. Now, so it has the Latin root ex and tensio. Ex means extension is arises from the Latin root ex and tensio. Ex means out and tensio means stretching. And when we're talking about the out stretching, there must be a formal boundary. As we all know, we know that it is the extension education, means it is the kind of education. What is education? Education is ability. We are developing capabilities in students such that they can solve any problem in a very efficient. We have to make them capable. Okay, and education is three kind of education. One is the informal, another is the formal, and third one is the non-formal. What is informal education? What is informal education? When you talk about the informal education, any person get learned through their routine activities, day-to-day life experiences. For example, if anybody tells any hot iron and get burned, then he learn now that hot iron is very dangerous and they not touch that, this kind of thing. So it is a kind of education. Okay, so informal education where any person learn through their day-to-day activity, their daily life. Second one is the formal education. What is the formal education? Actually, formal education, it is a highly institutionalized, hierarchically structured, organized way of education, starting from the primary level to the university level. Okay, in this kind of education, there is fixed syllabus. This is what we call teachers know everything, but students don't know anything, and teachers have to just give all the knowledge to the students, and after passing of the examination on the basis of syllabus, the beneficiary student get a kind of certificate. So this is formal education. And what is non-formal education? Okay, we have learned two kind of education, informal and formal education. There is third kind of education. In this kind of education, a particular group want to learn about certain things. A particular group want to learn about certain things. For example, if we are going to any village and we found that there are a lot of people, there are some people who want to learn about dairy development, dairy practices. improve dairy practices, how they can improve their dairy practices, animal husbandry practices, such that they can improve the health of their livestock, they can improve their production level. Okay, so they want to, they are interested in this kind of content. So these people are very specific for us, because they have need, they want to learn about any particular content, and this is not the syllabus based. This is not the syllabus. Then as extension of what we have to do, we have to just organize training programs, we have to organize educational activities for these specific people on what matter, what they want. That is the dairy, improved dairy practices. What are different dairy practices? We have to learn them, what are different improved dairy practices, such that they can adopt this. They, first of all, they make aware of this, and after they can adopt at their farm level. So this kind of this is very important, and this is very what we can innovative kind of education. Okay, that is the non-formal education. However, it is also structured, but two things is very important. Our target people is very specific. They all have same need. They all want to learn same thing, and the content is decided by them, not by any extension person, not by extension agent. Okay, so this kind of education is called non-formal education, and extension education is a kind of non-formal education. Then different definitions by, for example, National Commission on Agriculture 1976. Extension is an out-of-school education and services for the member of farm family and other directly or indirectly engaged in farm production to enable them to adopt improved practices in production management, conservation, and marketing. Another by the Dharma, and extension education is an educational process to provide knowledge to the rural people about improved practices in a convincing manner, and to help them to take decisions within their specific local conditions. Another is by the Wand and Ben and Hawkins. Extension education involves the conscious use of communication of information to help people to form sound opinion and make good decisions. Okay. Then by Ligon, it is a science. It is the Ligon, Dr. J.P. Ligon, who elaborated extension education as a science. It deals with the creation, transmission, application of knowledge designed to bring about plant change in the behavior complex of people, with a view to help them live better by learning the way of improving their vocation, enterprise, industry. One another definition also given by the Insminzer, that extension is education and its purpose is to change the attitude and practices, behavior of the and practices of the people with whom the work is done. It is very simplified definition, but although you all have to go through all these definitions, these definitions indicate that extension is for extending educational advantages, forming sound opinion to make good decisions, inducing change in voluntary behavior. Then what is the difference between formal education and extension education? Formal education is confined to teachers, but extension education is outside the four walls. Basically, it is learner-centric, not the teacher-centric. Formal education, there is a homogeneous learner with common goals, but the extension education, there are heterogeneous learners with diverse goals. Then formal education is strict norms, no free choice to learn. But extension, it is the choice of subject matter left to the learner, because it's learner-centric now. Then there is fixed curriculum in formal education, but in extension there is a flexible and need-based curriculum. Then class attendance is compulsory in formal education, and in this kind of compulsory is not there in the. It is participatory. Participation is voluntary in extension education. Likewise, it is more theoretical, formal education, and pre-planned and pre-decided, and it start with theory and work up to the practical. While in the extension education, it is based on the express desire, need, more practical intent for immediate application, and start with the practical and develop to theoretical understanding among the farmers. So why the extension is needed? Actually, extension as it is act as a bridge between the research and farmers. Okay, see this diagram. Extension work as a bridge between, and this bridge is two-way. one side, researchers, they develop any technology in their research lab, and extension owner grabs this technology from this researcher and provide it to the farmers. They have to adopt this technology to the farmers, and when farmers are trying to adopt this technology, they get they had a lot of feedback regarding the use of technology, and this kind of feedback they process to the research such that they making more user friendly, farmers friendly this technology. So extension worker as a two-way channel between research and farmers. Then what are the different objectives of extension education? Actually, these are 5 important objectives of extension education. First one is to bring desirable change in the knowledge, attitude, skill, and action. This is known as, in short form, it is called CASA, and it is the different segment of behavioral aspect: knowledge, attitude, skill, and action. Then to assist people to realize their need and problem. So need of the farmers are very important. Need of the learners are very important. To develop rural leadership, mobilizing people and their resources such that they can efficiently use their resources. They can get much profit. They can the farmers can get their leadership capabilities and identify different leadership in the farmers, in the farming community, such that very easily can get communicate with our beneficiaries and farmers. Then to provide research information of economic and practical importance, and to collect and transmit feedback information for solving managemental problems. Then ultimate aim of extension is to raise standard of living. Ultimately, we want to raise the standard of living of the livestock owners. How it is possible? It is possible only when we increase the production of their farm production. This farm production may be related to fishery, maybe animal husbandry, maybe agriculture, maybe whatever the practices they are in, what kind of practice they are involved, and how we can increase this the production level of the farm level through the education. Okay, through the education of the livestock owner and other stakeholders. And what kind of education? Education should be provided on what aspect? That is how they can efficiently utilize their resources, how they can efficiently and effectively mobilize and utilize their resources. What are the different resources? Labor, livestock, land, capital, etc., with minimum government assistance. Then very important aspect is what is the philosophy of extension education? According to health and according to Singh, if you take, then what are they illustrate a different philosophical aspect, that education for all people, changing knowledge, skill, and attitude, working with men and women and all to answer need and want, helping people to help themselves, learning by doing and seeing is believing, teaching what to want and way of satisfying it, and aspiring to achieve desire, development of individuals, their leaders, society, and world, working together to expand welfare and happiness, working together in harmony with the culture, living relationship, respect and trust for each other, share joy and sorrow. Extension is a two-way channel, and it is a continuous educational process. How it is a continuous extension process, we will discuss further in different slides, but this is very important aspect. Extension, it is a continuous process. Then another philosophy of extension education given by Kelsey and Harney. According to Kelsey and Harney, we have to teach how to think. We have to teach farmers how to think, not what to think. We have to make them process oriented, not the outcome oriented. Okay, we have to develop their capacities. We have to develop their capabilities such that they make them capable. Whenever they think, they have a certain process, certain good process. Okay. Then according to Bhatnagar and Desai, educational, cooperative, collaborative, democratic, persuasive, and never-ending process that generate harmony, leadership, effective communication, participation, and involvement of the people in organizing self-help activities and projects. System of learning by doing and seeing is believing is mutual learning. This philosophy is given by Puspendra and Desai, basically. Then philosophy of extension by the Horton. According to Horton, the individual is supreme in democracy. Individual is the supreme in democracy. The home is the fundamental unit in a civilization. The family is the first training group of the human race, and the foundation of any permanent civilization must rest on the partnership of the man and land. These four are very important philosophy. You all have to remember this. Then function of extension. What is the function? Basically, in one line we have to change the behavior. Okay. Then how we assess that behavior get changed? Actually, there are different components, different aspects of behavior. When we change these aspects, then only we can say that we are going to succeed to change the behavior. Means, for example, one is knowledge, attitude, skills, action, understanding, goals, and confidence. Okay. What is knowledge? Making aware about anything. If any pharmacist don't aware anything, and after our intervention, he aware about anything, means there is change the knowledge level. Then attitude means the positive and negative reaction, psychological reaction related to anything. It is called attitude. If you are if you want that any farmers get adopt any technology, so if we are introducing any technology, farmers may have negative attitude, but we have to convert this negative attitude in the positive attitude. Then only we can say that we have changed their behavior. Then skills means doing the things in any specified way. Okay, this is called skills. Then action means adopting anything and start full use of that thing. Understanding means comprehension about the any technology among the farmers. Goal, it is the direction. It is the given distance traveled by any means covered by any individual in a given period of time. Okay, and confidence level. When we are succeed to change this level, then only we can say that we have succeed in change the behavior component. These are the function of extension education. Then why we are studying the extension? Actually, to be a successful extension worker, he should not only know what to teach, but also how to teach the people. These two things are very important, means content and methodology. Content means what to teach, what our beneficiaries want, and how to teach, means how we communicate them such that very easily they can convert, they can change their behavior. Then should know the nature of people with whom he lives and works. Until we don't know the nature of people, we don't even entertain them, we don't even communicate them. For the better for the effective communication, we have to know that what is the nature of these people, what are different habits, what are norms, what are values of these people. Only when he gets entertained. Thank you.